back to my show. My name is Natasha. I'll be your host today. And so today, before we begin, I'm gonna show you a slide about our main topic today. So,
gender norms ain't normal. Let's start with what even is a gender norm? Gender norms are collectively held expectations about what people should be and how they should behave based on their sex or gender. It's the whole boys play with trucks and girls play with dolls. Girls should be soft-spoken and boys should be assertive. A girl's place is in the kitchen and boys belong at the office. Now, these may just seem like annoying things you got told as a kid, but they actually have major impact and limit potential. It's like Mean Girls, but with bigger societal stakes. Because what gender norms are really saying is, if you act in accordance to this, you can sit with us. But if you don't, you're going to pay a price. So the obvious answer would be to throw gender norms out the window. But there are a lot of weapons that keep them thriving. One in particular we don't talk about enough is shame. In many cultures, shame is used to uphold gender norms and control girls and women. It happens in the form of, what will people think if you're not married by blank age? What will people think if you're more educated than your husband? And what will people think about you if you report that abuse? At Unicorn Island Fund, we believe if we tackle problematic gender norms through de-weaponizing shame, a lot can change for the better.
Noah, can we exchange our toys, please? I really want to play with your car.
No, you're not supposed to play with cars. These are for boys only.
That's a bad way to think, Noah. Girls can play with cars just like boys can also play with dolls. Do you guys know what is gender equality?
No, what is it?
So basically, gender equality means that everyone, regardless of their gender, should have the same opportunities, rights, and respect. Because sometimes people don't treat boys and girls the same.
welcome back to my show, which I ask, you answer. So we're here today with our guests.
Hi, my name is Danish.
Hello, my name is Alia Farhana.
Our main topic today, it'll be about gender equality, stereotypes, and politeness. Let's begin with our first question. So Danish, as a man, what do you think primary goal for gender equality? Can you share your opinion?
Alright, thank you both. So as a man, I think the main goal of gender equality is to make sure that everyone is treated fair and has the same opportunities no matter of their gender. And it also aims to fix the previous unfairness where men are often given power than women. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your answer, Danish. So we're gonna proceed with another question for Alia. Okay, Alia, so as a woman, how does gender politeness influence societal norms and expectations? Can you answer that?
So I would say gender politeness is influenced by society. It is because society often teach us men or women to behave how we should behave. For example, I would say women are expected to be more polite or more soft-spoken, more indirect, but for men they are expected to be more direct, more confident, or more dominant. So I think that's it all from me.
Okay. Alright, thank you so much for your answer, Alia. Okay, so we're gonna proceed with the audience. Does the audience have any question for our guests today?
So I would like to ask a question to one of the guests, which is Danish.
What are some common stereotypes associated with masculinity and femininity?
So, for the common stereotypes in masculinity is men often labeled as strong, independent, and dominant, while femininity include being soft, soft-spoken, sensitive, and gentle. That's all. Thank you. I would like to ask you a question. How do gender stereotypes limit individual potential?
In my opinion, I think that gender stereotype limits individual potential by restricting people's behavior and career choices. For example, women may take a more nurturing and caring roles, while men be pushed towards leadership and assertive roles. I would like to answer the question too. Okay, so I have a question. So my question is, what does language roles in reinforcing gender stereotypes?
Oh, Alia, would you like to answer that question?
Oh yeah, sure Danish. That is an interesting question. So I would say language plays a key role in reinforcing gender stereotypes by linking certain words to men and women. For example, I would say words like strong or bold are usually used to describe men, while words like soft and gentle are usually used to describe women. So that is why men are usually expected to be more tough and dominant, but for women they are usually expected to be more soft and caring. I would like to ask you a question. What were the most common words that used to describe masculine and feminine?
So my answer is, for masculinity, common adjectives were used are like strong, protective, and also selfish. Meanwhile, for femininity, common adjectives were like caring, maternal, and sensitive were most commonly used. Okay, since everyone already got their question, does anyone have any question for me?
Should we ask her a question? What do you think?
Of course, Alia, we should ask her a question. Alright, host, we have provided you a question, which is, how can promoting gender inclusive language help challenge societal gender norms?
So it challenge societal norms by actually challenging the reinforcement of traditional stereotypes, and it actually provides more safe space for both genders so that they can actually be comfortable and free to express themselves. We have a question for you as well, host. So, why is it important to avoid gender stereotypes in languages? As I mentioned earlier from my previous answer, so if there is gender stereotypes in the language, it will create more uncomfortable place or space, and we don't want that for our society. And mostly because of we want to avoid any arguments and misunderstanding, because way of men speaking to women, way of men speaks to a man is so different from the way that women speak to a woman. So that's it from me. Thank you. Okay, so because of our main topic today is gender equality in the language, so I will ask our guest today another question, one last question. So, how can using fair language make society more equal? Can you guys answer that?
Sure.
I think using fair language helps to create a society where everyone feel respected and included. What do you think?
Yep. That's true, Alia. Not only that, but it also removes stereotypes and promote equal opportunities, and also to make sure that everyone is treated fairly despite of their gender. Thank you. That's all from us.
Alright, thank you Danish, thank you Alia. So we're gonna move on to our audience, and I'm gonna ask them one more and one last question before our program ends. So I'm gonna proceed with the question. So are you guys ready to answer me? Yeah, you guys sure? Okay. How does historical factor contributes to gender inequality? Can you guys answer it? Okay. So in my opinion, historical factors such as lack of women's access to education and employment and legal discrimination have contributed to systematic gender inequality.
These factors have shaped societal structures that favor men in leadership, economic and also social roles, while restricting women's opportunity.
So that's it from our show today. We learned about gender equality, stereotypes and politeness, and that's all from us. We're gonna end our show. And did you guys enjoy it? I guess everyone does. Okay, thank you. That's all from me, your host, Natasha. What are you watching?
Say gender politeness is influenced by societies because
What show is this?
Oh, so this is a talk show. It is for I ask and you answer.
Oh really?
Yeah, in this show, they talk about gender equality, stereotypes, and also
Oh, she mentioned about politeness, right? Before.
So yeah, they mentioned about politeness.
Oh, it's an interesting show then. That's really interesting actually. What did you learn?
Okay, from this show, I learned about how women and men were treated differently from the society. It's like, for example, a common adjective that we use for masculinity is strong, protective, and also selfish. But meanwhile, for femininity, the common adjectives we use are like caring, sensitive, and also maternal.
That's pretty classic thing. So, can we watch it together?
Yeah, we should.
Wait, I have a question, man. So they have like one man guest, and then the other one is a woman. Did they do that on purpose or?
Yes, they did that because they want a perspective from a man and a perspective from a woman. They want both opinions to make it fair for both genders.
Wow, they think about even the tiniest thing. Damn, this is actually really interesting.
They did that because they want to open the society's eyes about the gender equality that has been
that's going on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's true. That's good though. I think we'll watch it.
Yeah, you should.
Alright.
So you can change the gender bias and all the things that
The stereotypes. Yeah, I think so. Okay.
I'll go to the bedroom and then I'm going to get into my room and I'm gonna start watching the show. Okay? Bye!
I'm Ayuni Natasha as a host.
Hi, I'm Dennis Putra.
Hello, I'm Ale Farna.
So we are the...
Today guys.
Yep.
Hi, I am Nurul Iman.
I'm Nick Nurmaisara.
And we are the audience for this video.
Thank you for watching.